know, 2,000 Borough fans have got to go there and hopefully roar us onto a victory. But you know what it is? It's hard to see now. I can't take it at Norwich. I can't stand Norwich. It's that club that just irritates me. Right, what's going on? Welcome back to another match review. Of course, this one is going to be filmed exactly the same as Stoke. Pre-matches, of course, now, half-time sort of review, and then, of course, a full-time review. The team has just come out, it's just gone 2 o'clock, kick off in 1 hour's time. Watmore dropped to the bench, Dale Fry comes back to the squad. Dyke dropped, Bowler keeps his place. It's a bit of a change from Stoke. The one thing I am pretty surprised about, Watmore's dropped to the bench. Force will replace him. I thought if he scored 2 goals midweek, I thought he would have kept his place. Of course not to be. I hope there's a reason for it, and of course no Akpom, so I'm guessing that he probably's failed another late fitness test, or possibly his injury could have worsened. Listen, we'll wait and see what happens today. I'm going to stick my prediction 2-0 Borough though. Hopefully it's enough to get past Reading. Let's see what happens. Come on the boys. Alright, so it's half time. I have to come in the shed though, my granddad's shed, believe it or not, because the wind is absolutely horrendous out there, so I thought I can't really film out there at half time, I have to film in here. But it is half time, it's Reading 1, it's a Borough 0. Absolute dross first half, by the way. 1,300, 1,400 Borough fans that went down there. Must be sat inside the seat, stood inside the concourse having a pint thinking, what on earth we just watched there? We haven't turned up, we look absolutely awful. I fought against Stoke on Wednesday night, we look class. But today, I tell you man, we've had nothing in the game. Force has had one opportunity. He went through, took on 4 players, and then got took down the edge of the penalty area. But apart from that, it's been awful. Their goal, for some reason, right down that left-hand side where Isaiah Jones is, he's not even stopping the man from running at him. The balls are coming in left, right and centre. And of course, their goal was always going to come, but they're not being funny. If you don't put a pressure on anybody running towards your own penalty area, they're going to eventually shoot, or they're going to try and hurt you. Balls all around side of the penalty area. It comes to the edge of the box. He hits it on the volley, in off the ground, straight in the bottom corner. Steffen's left it flat-footed. Just look at the ball go past him. It's absolutely awful this first half. Changes need to be made. If it was me personally, I'd bring on Matty Crooks and I'd definitely bring on Watmore and go 2 up front. We have no injection up front. There's nothing happening for us. There's long ball after long ball. The balls are going out of play. It's sideways, it's backwards, it's negative. And it's just not looking very good for us. So it's a massive second half to come. I can't believe, right, the way we're playing today. Honestly, against Stoke, we looked absolutely phenomenal, and today we looked absolutely awful. So we'll wait and see what happens. Big second half to come. Come on, the boys. Alright, apology for the wind. But it finishes Reading 1, Borough 0. I'm absolutely fuming. I just don't have many words to describe the performance I've just seen. 90 minutes of absolute dross, second half. We just pumped it in the box, nothing happened. We did have chances second half. But unfortunately, nobody actually went to put the ball into the back of the net. We had a penalty shout, or should I say actually, we did have a penalty given to us until the referee looked at the linesman and seen it was offside. I don't really know what's happened from Stoke on Wednesday to Reading today, but what I do know is that it was absolutely awful. And I mean, at what point do you start looking at the league table? 5 games in, people might say it's a bit too early, but at the end of the day, people, we're now 23rd inside the league table. We haven't got a win all season long yet, so 5 games been played. We haven't won a game out of them. It's just absolutely awful. And I look at Chris Wilder at the bench. He went straight down a tunnel fuming, didn't even go and thank the fans. I know you're angry, but go and thank the fans. But what on earth's going through his head? Is he starting to regret not taking the Burnley job when it got offered to him? Is he starting to think that this bunch of players hasn't got it in them to try and get promoted this season? I'm just not too sure myself. But what I do know is that today I watched a performance of absolute dross, sideways, backwards, long ball, and then as soon as the ball did go in the box, there was 3 or 4 players there that didn't have a clue what on earth to do with the football. It looked like it was the first time to ever step into a football pitch. Seeing a goal and thought, does this go in there, does it? Because I don't have a clue. Looked like the players never played together before. It was absolutely awful, honestly. I could go on for hours and hours and hours about this performance today. Reading did very little. They had a chance, they took it, they scored it. I think at one point we had about 71% possession. They had absolutely nothing in the game. They've just took the chance again, a bit like Stoke, took both chances. Well, Reading today took the chance and just hung in there. As you seen out the game, and ultimately got the 3 points. It's absolute disaster. What a start of the season this has been. 5 games in, no wins, 2 defeats, 3 draws. It's just absolutely rubbish. Got Swansea now on next Saturday. It's got to be a win. If not, then of course we've got the Mackems the week after. We've got Blackpool after that, and then I think after Blackpool, I think we've got a couple of weeks off before we got Coventry away. So it's not good enough. It's awful. Today I actually expected a bit better performance. I expected Borough to at least give them a game. I thought Borough to get 3 points, but listen, it's 3 out of 3 now for Reading at home. and ultimately it's awful for us. So as always, if you have enjoyed, like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you Friday for the match preview of Swansea at home. Till then, take care of yourself. Peace out.